Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday, October 16th. Welcome to the vlog. I've been doing really good. This week has been exceptionally busy, though. We finally got the Patreon test server up and going. The Season 3 pack is well underway. We've already discovered a myriad of mistakes that we've made. Little things we've left out, something we forgot to do, stuff like this. But it's been really good. Overall progress has been great. Receiving wonderful feedback from the patrons. And I have seen a surge of more patrons signing on board, wanting to get onto the server, wanting to play, wanting to test, and generally help out. So it's been a fabulous thing. So yeah, I am very happy about this. Matabase has been pretty busy. And not just with this project, with some other projects. So I'm a little worried. I wonder if I need to get him some help. Like some assistance. Somebody that can actually help with pack progress. We're just going to have to see what's going on, though. Yeah. So, let's see what else has been going on. This week, I got Guild Wars 2 Heart of Thorns, the expansion. It was an early birthday present from my brother Critch. Thank you very much, Critch. I'm very happy to be able to actually get it. Friday, actually a week from today. Next Friday, the 23rd. Yeah, that's right, 23rd. Is basically the day before my birthday. Is the launch day for Heart of Thorns. Also, the launch day for the new Halloween season. They have about two and a half weeks of Halloween events in-game for Guild Wars 2, and it's really cool. There's all sorts of neat costumes that you can get, decorative items, cool weapons, skins, all sorts of neat stuff. So I really want to go full tilt on Halloween and farming some resources so I can actually get some of the cool cosmetic stuff. Plus, there's jumping puzzle you can only do this time of year. I want to get the achievement for it. There is dungeon you can only do this time of year. I want to see if we can actually get that. Get Critch and Kurnos out of the woodwork. Maybe we can actually pull it off. I can't remember what level it is, though. Let's see. Anyway, things are doing very well. I am now going on, like, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months on Windows 10. Still working solid, no problems. After my first initial bout of issues after migrating, it turned out that was actually due to the installation of DxTory on my system. A new version of DxTory reached out and grabbed all of the codecs from all my other recording software, and it just messed everything up. So, uninstalled DxTory, everything's kosher, everything's copacetic. Yeah. It is some delicious coffee. Otherwise, it is a good Friday, it is a happy Friday. Here in Houston, we've actually got the Korean Festival happening this weekend. Saturday and I think Sunday in Memorial Park down near the Museum District. The wife and I are considering going. If you were there Saturday, before noonish, early morning, basically, you'll probably see us. So I'll be hobbling around and hanging out with a couple of, most likely, a couple of beautiful ladies. That will be my wife and probably Razzleberry Fox. I don't know if Raz is going to be able to make it, but she's got to ride with us if she wants to go. You are invited, Raz. Yeah, so Korean Festival this weekend in Houston. Let's see what else is going on. Dishonored is still going strong on the second channel. I actually thought I was getting close to end game, and then it turns out there's this massive stretch of story past that. And I was kind of caught by surprise. I was like, okay, end game. And then all of a sudden, it's like opening up an entirely new set of chapters for a book. Oh, this is not even close to done. What's going on? And yeah, it's a really fun game. I'm definitely enjoying it. It is getting to the point to where I'm getting a really nice wide base of powers to use, a wide variety of things at my disposal. So I've got lots of tricks. Starting to figure out some of the mechanics, like the arc pylons that zap you with lightning strikes. You can actually summon rats and cause the arc pylons to fire off and actually drain their power source. So you can do a couple of summonings worth of rat plagues, or force rats to go into it, basically, and that will actually zap the batteries empty. So a couple of volleys of that, you can drain them and walk right past them. It's great. All sorts of weird little tricks like that I'm starting to discover in the game. Yeah, there is a headshot kill cam. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently my accuracy just isn't that great for specifically headshots, but whatever. Oh, what else is going on? We have Minecraft Story Mode going on the first channel. Minecraft Story Mode has been an education. I've never played a Telltale game before. I did not play Tales from the Borderland or Wolves Among Us or Walking Dead. I don't watch the Walking Dead TV show, so I wasn't really invested in the game that much. So I've never played a Telltale game like that before. The last Telltale games I played were long ago. Some of their absolute earliest stuff. I think I played one, and it's been so long I can't remember like what it was. But I know I have played at least part of one game. But I've never played a Telltale game, really, not the current iteration of Telltale games. So I was a little shocked when I wound up Minecraft Story Mode. I really didn't know what to expect. But, I mean, since it's Minecraft, a certain part of me still expected something Minecrafty, you know? But it is about as far as you can get from Minecraft. Really, the only thing that is Minecrafty about it is the appearance. Even that's not very Minecrafty to me because the graphics are so refined and so different. But the setting, the overall setting within the world, you know, and it has a rudimentary crafting system, but you don't really have to figure out any of the recipes because they have a recipe button. It's kind of this arbitrary thing where you are given some blocks and you're supposed to figure out like a puzzle, basically. But then there's a recipe button over here with the solutions. So it's like a non-puzzle. There's a lot of conversation choices that are, you know, it'll pop up in the top left corner. Oh, such and such will remember that. But really, when it comes down to it, they're non-choices. They say that a lot of your decisions will influence progress farther in on the other chapters. So maybe chapter 1 isn't very impressive because you're not really seeing these widespread ramifications of your choices just yet. Maybe chapter 2 and chapter 3 is really where it starts to kick off. But all told, I was pleasantly surprised, but I wasn't impressed. I'm not going to go into details about story. I'm not going to go into details about extensively about the game mechanics, but basically there's a lot of tapping Q repeatedly to fill a little thing up, which reminds me of Alien Isolation. It's got a lot of quick time events, I'll put it that way. And there's a lot of points where pretty much all the conversation choices after the first minute or two, all the conversation choices are timed. And if you don't make a decision, you're basically condoning silence. You're giving an answer of nothing. And you can do that, but the timer is really short on most of the decisions in that game. So I really had to, the entire game I was playing that time, I felt under pressure of a clock, a ticking clock constantly. I felt like if I didn't answer something, I was screwing something up. So, but Minecraft Story Mode has been getting a lot of attention on the main channel. It is a really well done version of the IP in terms of appearance, in terms of voice acting talent, story writing. I think they really did an amazing job. On the technical side, the client is kind of a mess. I'm not impressed with it. I'm going to do a vlog later to overview that and put it up on the main channel. I'm going to specifically put a kind of a wrap-up of Chapter 1 once the final episode is aired. So keep your eyes on the main channel for a wrap-up of Minecraft Story Mode Chapter 1 and kind of an analysis of the client and analysis of things overall. I don't want to do that, though, until it's run its course. Alien Isolation is still running strong on the second channel. I'm really loving that game. It is really, really awesome. Every single time I step into it and start recording, I get absorbed and 2 hours go by. Like that. You disappear. And it's like, oh, I have to stop recording. Because I really do get pulled into that game. It is amazing how enveloping, how engrossing it is. And everything else just drops away. At least for me. Yeah. I do need to put some more episodes of Guild of Dungeoneering up on the second channel. It has hit a difficulty point, though, now, where I'm having a hard time getting a Dungeoneer successfully through the second-tier dungeons. So, I've gone through 2 mimes and about 3 apprentice mages. It is getting to the point to where I'm starting to see in the Guild of Dungeoneering, somebody made the point that pretty much the universal solution to all the dungeons was the Bruiser. Bruiser all the time. Because the Bruiser can block if they have cards to block with, they can do a block move and make the other person take damage. So the key with the bruiser is to block and then keep taking equipment cards that gives them more blocks. So you can block and block and block and block and just do passive reflective damage to your opponents while you don't take anything. Apparently that's the key. Come here. Come here. Yes. Come here. Oh, God. Cat butt. So I am starting to see that. I really do love the game, but the difficulty curve does rise up sharply. And I'm still trying to figure out what to do about that. The developers said they were going to put a difficulty slider in, but that has not happened. And they told me that back at release, which was months and months ago. So I'm a little let down by that, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Let's see, System Shock 2 I'm doing on and off on the second channel. I've got 2 or 3 people that are watching that dedicatedly, and the views are not amazing on it, but it's probably not going to run for, well, actually it will run for long. There's a lot of story to it, but I don't know. I've got a very small collection of about a half a dozen people that want to see that game, and they want to see it all the way through, and nobody else cares. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. There's going to be a lot more Guild Wars 2 content going up on the second channel starting next week, probably. Definitely next Friday because of Halloween, because of the launch of Heart of Thorns for Guild Wars 2. So you're going to start seeing more extra content that is Guild Wars 2 related. I did put up my first impressions video for returning to Wildstar on the second channel. Wasn't impressed. They have a litany of technical issues that are the exact same technical issues they had back at launch a year ago. And it's like they haven't learned anything. Yes, a lot of stuff has changed in terms of they've balanced powers and they've changed this power and that power and, you know, overall efficiency of a class, and they've supposedly rebalanced the dungeons to make them not quite as balls hard, but the grand scheme of things, it feels like launch for that game. I log in, tons of stuff doesn't work, bits of the UI don't work. There's a 2-hour wait to get onto the server. Once I get onto the server, I could be playing for an hour. I could be playing for 5 minutes before I get disconnected. It's a bit of a mess, and I'm less than impressed by it. I really don't think, I think that Wildstar, I think NCSoft, after probably, I'm going to say January, February, they're going to have to make a hard decision and probably tank Wildstar if it's not recovering, if it's not doing well. I also have, I don't know if anybody remembers from Wildstar, when you were in beta, if you every day that you logged in on beta, you logged in for at least 5 minutes. Hang on, copy. Throat, a little dry. I've had a cold this week. If you logged in for at least a day, 5 minutes every single day, you would get credit towards what was called a boom box. And basically, boom boxes were kind of like random present boxes. They would only be given to you at release. So once the game launched, you had boom boxes, and you could only open one boom box a day. So they literally made a mechanic to force people to feel like they had to stick around, because if you played through all of the open beta, then you had 200 boom boxes. It was 160, 200, something like that. That's one a day. So that is, let's see, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Then it goes to, it's like 180. I think it was 210 maybe. It was like 6 or 7 months worth of boom boxes. I still have 147 on my account, or 140 something. I can't open any of them. Trying to claim the boom boxes now, those are not a thing anymore, but they're still in the interface. I still get notified that I have them, but I can't claim them anymore because they've apparently retired them. They've taken them out of the game. So I can claim something that doesn't exist anymore. What if they know they have people returning from launch? Why would they take that out? They know they're going to have, they can see the numbers on all this stuff on their accounts. Why would they take out something that is going to probably incentivize me to get back into things even more? Oh, I've got boom boxes. All I got to do is just log into my free account every single day and see what I get. I could get a free thing from my housing plot, maybe a little cool item, a neat little ride, whatever. there's so many different things I could have been given from those boom boxes that might incentivize me even more to stay around and play, and it might motivate me to spend a little cash in their store. Instead, they've been taken out. You can't claim boom boxes anymore. It's just a thing in the client that has no purpose anymore. And it's also the fact that when you log in, you have rewards you can claim, login rewards, just like Guild Wars 2 has. They took that idea. Technically speaking, Guild Wars 2 took it from, I think it was either Guild Wars 1 or EverQuest 2. You could look at it either way, but basically login rewards. So they have these login rewards, and it'll tell you, hey, you've got login rewards. You go claim them. Great. As soon as you claim them and close that window, within 2 minutes, you'll be notified again, hey, you have login rewards. Well, I just claimed them. No, you have login rewards for the next 3 days that you haven't done yet. Well, that means I don't have login rewards yet. What they're telling me is I will have login rewards the next couple of days that I log in, but I can't claim them yet. And that pop-up takes up the top 5-10% of the screen in the top left corner. It's basically up here. It takes up the top 10% of that corner up there, and it just sits there, and it pulses, and then periodically you'll actually have a pop-up in the middle of the screen that will say, login rewards, don't forget. It's maddening that you cannot make that go away. It's maddening that they're telling you you have login rewards that you can't claim yet. What? I want to be told once it log in, and then I want it to go the hell away. And apparently the login rewards have been in for months and months and months, and they still haven't fixed that. They still haven't figured it out. That game is doomed to fail. I'm sorry. I really do not see how, unless they make it completely free, 100%, they open source it and give it away to the community. I don't see how Wildstar is going to stick around. It's me. Let's see what else has been going on. Those are the big highlight points. Fallout 4 is due next month. Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid 5 has been really, really big in the news, really, really big in reviews. I've been hearing a lot of positive press, a lot of positive feedback about it. I've been considering getting it. I'm not normally, the last Metal Gear Solid game I played was, or last Metal Gear game I played was the only Metal Gear game I played, and that was the first one that came out on the PlayStation. That was one in a little cardboard box. Kind of mostly top down, not top down, but kind of 3/4 perspective, moving camera. It was really great. It was a really fun game that had Revolver Ocelot. It had Psycho Mantis, and the thing where, because he was psychic, he could predict your actions. But if you took your controller out and plugged it into the player 2 port, he couldn't, because it was a very, very breaking the fourth wall kind of a mechanic. I really did love that kind of thing, but there's no way in heck the ordinary gamer was going to figure that out by themselves unless they went and looked it up on a tips website. Thought that was weird. But I hear a lot of things about Metal Gear Solid 5 that makes me want to actually invest in it and get it maybe over the next couple of weeks or months, because there's tons of replayable content. I'm still playing Mad Max. That game goes and goes and goes. You just keep upgrading the magnum opus. There's actually points in the story arc that I have not done yet. The main story quests that I haven't done yet specifically. I'm holding off on them so I can keep doing all the side stuff, you know? And I keep waiting on it. But I think there's going to be a point where I'm going to have to just finish that main story arc and kind of finish the game. Then it lets you come back and keep going on the Wasteland stuff if you want to, open-ended. But yeah, it's a fun game. There's so many hours of... how many hours do I have? Let's look. Mad Max, where are you? I have 17 hours on that game right now. 17 and change, basically. And I could see myself playing it for another 5 or 10 easy, probably more. So I really have gotten a lot of value out of Mad Max. I think that was money well spent. That was a gift. That was a gift from an actual viewer, and I really do appreciate it. But if I had bought it, I would consider that a definite value. I really think I've gotten my value out of Mad Max, and there's still more to get. The same person gave me The Witcher 3, and I need to go open that up because I keep seeing amazing things about it. So once, let me think. What do I have going on right now? I think once Dishonored stops, Fallout 4 is probably going to be ready to drop, and I'll probably start doing Fallout 4 when Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid. When Dishonored stops, when we finally finish Dishonored, it's probably going to be right about the same time that Fallout 4 is about to hit. I'll pick up Fallout 4. What I might do after I finish maybe System Shock 1 is start doing some Witcher 3. I think by that time, I have a lot of friends that are playing The Witcher 3 also. Maybe they would have cycled out or finished it or whatever. Or maybe I'll start doing Witcher 3 early next year after Fallout 4 has run its course. We'll see, but I definitely want to bring Witcher 3 up on the channel. I have The Witcher 2 that I grabbed also because I was given 3. I might bring up Witcher 2 on the channel and then do 3 after that. I think that could be cool. I've been told not to worry about playing the previous games with The Witcher 3, but I do think it's interesting to see that progression. I do think it would be cool to play 2 then play 3. Well, no, we'll see. Let's see, what else? What else has been happening? What else am I thinking about here right now? We're getting up on the Christmas season. I do think it would be very, very cool, very neat to find some Christmas-themed adventure maps that maybe me or me and the wife or maybe me and some friends could go through. I think that could be fun. We could put that up on the channel. I think it'd be just generally really, really good content. So yeah, that could be very, very neat. I've never really done something like that before, but I think it could be clever. I've just been bad at finding adventure maps. There's some that are on Curse, vanilla adventure maps on Curse, but descriptions for lots of them are less than amazing, less than informative, and the 2 that I've downloaded so far, the random 2 that I just grabbed to test, were broken messes. So, I don't know. Maybe I just need to go rummage around there. There's probably an area of the Minecraft forums that has adventure maps on it, like this Wealth, this big catalog. I just don't know where that is, so I haven't really gone looking. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to sign things off here. Thank you very much for joining this Friday episode of the vlog. I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye.